And last but not least, the famous JB4. So this will give you all your tuning ability. It'll come default map 1, which should give you 4 PSI over stock. And you have other maps. All right, in this kit we have the JB4 emblem. Of course, some JB4 and Burger Motorsport stickers. And a wireless Bluetooth connector. Some fuel wires and OBD2 plug. And these connectors here are basically going to go to your map sensors and to your both your map sensors here. So basically you plug in your OE1, plug this in, and it creates a harness. One thing we're gonna have to do is take this loose. You have your Allen keys here, so take that loose so you can route in our, so I'm gonna take that out. You're gonna route in your wireless connector here, your wireless Bluetooth connector here. So yeah, all right, next we'll prep the JB4. So here, wish it came with its own Allen key, but I believe it was a 2.5. I think that's what I have here. It might be the American size you can use, but basically all we're gonna do here is install this Bluetooth wireless connector kit. And this OBD here we'll install later because it plugs into this harness here. So we're gonna run this through the car first. That way we don't need to use this big side. So run it through the car first, and that'll connect there. And these will be your fuel wires, like I was saying, that's gonna connect to your O2 sensors, and these are gonna help out with getting a better, basically adjusting your compression ratio. Makes the motor run a little bit lean to get a little more power safely. Luckily, if you get a newer one, it comes with this already in the harness, so that works out. And I also bought the adapter for these, that way I don't have to tap into my OE harness because it's hard to reach, and it'll be easier for a disassembly if you just can undo the harness. But that hasn't got here yet, so once it gets here, I'll show that. It's pretty straightforward. Just undo all 4 screws. Yeah, that's off. I'm gonna lift this up so gently, maybe from this side. Check this plug out here. And this screws right in. Push that down, comes with 2 screws. The nice is already installed, but I guess the kits are sold to where if you buy one with a normal harness or Bluetooth, you can always switch it out, I guess. But nonetheless, make sure your seal stays in there. And lay this back in there the way it came. You see the grooves there. Run that in that opening there. Make sure this grommet is in there. So like I said, with this top, you don't want to, smash it and make it work. Make sure everything's seated first. Gently lay it back on there. Wiggle it around. So if your gap is already closed and tight without the screws, that means you're good. How to install the JB4 on your 3.3 turbo Genesis G70 or Kia Stinger. So I have it here. I said it unboxing earlier, but I have it here. I haven't put anything on yet, but they you have to take this box loose. It should be 4 Allen. I think they're like 2.5 or something. Take those 4 off, and then you can connect your wireless Bluetooth module there. And you can 3M tape this or Velcro tape, whatever. I have to figure out what I want to do because I want it easy to take off. And here's going to be your plug for your OBD, which we're going to run from the inside and grommet. And then here's your fuel wires. So with these, you're going to run these to your O2 sensor. So this one would go here. And I don't have my light with me right now, but it would go here on this red wire. I have the adapter, so I don't have to pinch my OE harness, and plus it's hard to get to. You can always try to unplug this and pull it up to make it easier to get to, but with the harness you can go ahead and tap your fuel wires into the red wire on the harness, and then all you do is unplug this here, unplug that here, snap your harness in. So the short wire will go tap to that, like I said, I'm gonna use the harness. And the long wire, you want to run it across somewhere out the way, maybe through this grommet here. You don't want any heat to get to these wires. And you'll do the same thing with this O2 sensor plug here. Now it's supposed to be a red wire here that you're also supposed to tap. Honestly, I don't see a red wire. I see 2 browns, 2 grays, and a black. But I'm gonna use the adapter harness anyway, so it has a red wire, so I can possibly tap both of those. And then I'm actually gonna route this through here, under this here. It's just a little 3M tape. So I'm gonna wrap it under here, so I can go around this air box to here. You wanna make sure that you are not near anywhere hot. But your rainbow wire here will go into your map sensor before your throttle body, and then this brown one here will loop over to this map sensor after throttle body to the intake. But I mean, it's pretty easy. All you do is pull, squeeze, and wiggle that off. Like I said, it'll go into here, and then this will go into your sensor to make a connection. And same thing with the rear one. You'll wiggle that off, and then this brown, or this other harness with the brown here, will connect that loop. Before I do that though, I want to go ahead and run this OBD wire through the opening where all your wire harnesses go through in the firewall. So I'm gonna go ahead and run the OBD through there, and you're gonna have to remove this. You got 3 push tabs. How to remove that so you can pull it up, grab your wire harness, and pull it through from the OBD and run it along here. So with that, it's not that hard. You're basically gonna get your screwdriver, and it goes here. So all you do is push that out and run your skinny side. Just remember, you're gonna keep this side here, you know, to go to your OBD. So you run your skinny side through there, push it through, and once you take that cover off their brake booster, you could pull that through and push that section cup back in. Oh yeah, check out those illuminated door seals. Got a video on those too. Check it out. It's on my page. Like I said, like and subscribe. That way you'll see all the things I do to this car, that car, this car, the Volvo if you guys want to see it. We got projects, fish tanks, all that kind of stuff. So subscribe, that way you'll stay up to date with everything. This car will be almost full bolt-ons. I have the adapters on the way, and I have an IMR exhaust. Shout out to Frank for that. He gave me a discount code. I'll put his information in the description. He's pretty helpful. He's with Boosted Whips YouTube page. He has great parts for sale, discounts, and also good information. He's on the Facebook page, Genesis group. He's on the forums, so he's very helpful for that. But any install videos, you guys follow me and I'll show you. So let's get this GoPro on my head so we could get everything started. All right, guys. Finally got my field wiring harness from IMR. Shout out to Evans. We had some shipping difficulties, but he finally got them out to me. So the benefit of these is so you don't have to pierce your factory wiring. So normally you would grab this red wire and use these posi taps, and that will go to your JB4 fuel wires. But using these, it's cleaner, easier, and I can just simply plug and unplug. So I'm gonna start with posi tapping these wires here. Kind of had this excess roped up here. So basically what you do, get your posi tap, gonna be on the red wire, and these just unplug, I believe. Squeeze here, pull out. And so this will basically just go in between to serve as a harness here. So I'm going to go ahead and tap this. So I'm going to do the harness first. So you unscrew the gray side, which is the bottom. Slide this wire here into your posi tap, and then you screw this back down. As you screw it down, it has this needle in here, so that needle will pierce this rubber to go to the wire. So screw that all the way down, snug, tight as you can get it. Should be good enough. Then you're going to take your wiring, fuel wire here, so route mine under this weather strip in here so it can reach. I'm going to take a little bit more off. I want to have a little more room to wrap inside this harness here. This is probably enough as it comes, but I just want to take a little bit more off. So get that done. Twist your wires up. You'll take this in, unscrew this top here. This is going to go in here. Now you take this and you kind of take this extra wire, you want to wrap it around this prong in here if you could, kind of go down in there and then wrap it around in a circle. And stick that in there. You grab this, move it on down. Push it down in there and start the screw. As you screw this down, it will grab that wire and tie it with that prong. Get it nice and tight. Give a couple of tugs on all ends. Make sure everything's snug. Like I said, once that's unplugged, all you do is pigtail this in here. That will snap in there. This one will snap in on this side. Boom. So now I get ready to uninstall. All I do is plug the OEM back in, and my original wires are not damaged or tapped. And you can wrap this up with electrical tape if you want to make that a little cleaner, a little bit more weatherproof. And you could tuck your wire however you like. I might go a different route later just to make it cleaner, but that's how that's done. And you do the same thing with your next wire harness on your second one, which is here. So you unplug this and wiggle that out. I got my wire here, so same thing on both sides. All right, guys.